Welcome to Primo RV Center and inside a brand new addition to our dealership and lineup from Surveyor. This is the 27X Camp, so brand new layout. Super excited to have it. It just gives you tremendous amount of build quality at a price that is more affordable for a lot of families, which we always appreciate here. And again, build quality that will really stand the test of time. So what's great here is Surveyor keeps the quality they have in both their Legend series and their Grand Surveyor series, but it's taking away a few of the things that not everybody is going to be using. Things like an oven, gives you more storage, so still using those things quite wisely, but giving you a lot for the dollar and at a unit that is very half-ton towable. So we are 27 feet for the body, about 33 and a half tip to tail, and then under 6,200 pounds. So a lot of vehicles can tow this, but it would certainly also work very, very well for a family just at a campsite. You've got multiple entrances here, which always helps at the campsite. I take you right up front here in the main entrance. So just as we come in the door, fantastic spot here with multiple options. So you've got basically a huge pantry area. Again, could be used that way, but it can also be used just for, seasonal clothing. Can be used as a bit of a closet as well. Should you ever be allowed in the campground or wish to have it, it is also pre-wired for a washer and dryer. So that is something that in the future, should you ever want to add, you have a dedicated spot for it, and the plumbing and most of the work has been done here for you. So it's a very versatile little spot, especially if you have a bigger family. You're going to appreciate that you can kind of put all the shoes and boots and everything else just behind the door. Just to our right as we come in, we've got our entranceway to the main bedroom here, nice and wide. And then lots of easy room around this bed here. It's a full queen size bed. You have a ton of storage here. You even have storage for CPAP machines as well, dedicated spot for a glass of water at night. It's not going to spill over on you. Lots of cabinets and drawers here. Lots of room underneath that bed as well for storage. So again, they haven't taken away kind of the dedicated storage area here. This unit does have two AC units. You don't certainly have to use the one in here, but there is two. So depending on the scenario and who's kind of with you and whether it's maybe just two of you for a weekend, you have options in terms of which ones you may use. We also have a preset up in here for a secondary TV should you wish to have one. So it gives you the option. You've got ducted heat throughout the coach. All the tanks are heated that way, so you've got heat surrounding the tanks underneath the floor here, so if you push your season, you're not going to have to worry here. Another great spot when you come in the door, again, if you want to be able to stash things away, this again could be used as a pantry, so you've got kind of multiple uses here for this. Just below that, we do have some USB-C as well as some plugins there, so if somebody wanted to sit at the couch, do a bit of work on a laptop, charge a phone or a device, you can do all that from here. You've got the ability to drop that couch down, and you're going to have some storage underneath there that's open as well. And then you have your huge U-shaped dinette here, which does allow for a couple chairs on this side, or if you've got some really young ones, certainly a high chair, things like that, or if you have some family members that are a little younger joining you once in a while, lots of room to be able to do that. And look at the size of the windows here. And these have blackout shades, so if somebody is sleeping here for a big weekend, you can make sure it's nice and dark. But super high ceilings here, nice high slides, and then maximum window coverage here, so you get just great views. You've got the TV set location here across from the couch, so should you wish to add the TV size of your choice, it is all set up. You've got a digital tuner built-in antenna on the roof already. You've got some additional storage here in good spot for media, or if you do bring a older DVD player, things like that, which we often do on our trips, you can stash it there. Huge fridge for family events. You've got a big 12-volt Eurion fridge here. So lots of capacity. We've got our huge range here right next door. Furnace just below that on the very bottom. And we've got our panel here for breakers and all of our fuses just below the fridge. Again, no oven in this particular unit. For a lot of our families, just not something they use. So they give you two big pots and pans drawer here, or any way you want to use them. One could be a spice drawer, one could be canned goods. You've got still a huge 3-burner cooktop. And then we've got their great little drop-in sink lid, which is also a cutting board here, so you get maximum counter space across here to prep. And a ton of room around here, so you're not kind of backing into someone as you may be cooking a meal or things like that. Again, storage below, very deep storage right back. You've got lots of room again there for pots and pans, and a ton of room above for all the dishes you're naturally going to bring with you. This is your primary AC, which is an 18,000, so it's huge for this particular unit. And it has some inverter prep in there, so it's a little easier to use if you want to use it off a small generator as well. So some great new tricks on that one. It's a brand new air conditioning system here that's they put through the paces. We've got great big bunks here that will fit adults, some great storage space. I've even had a couple people turn this into a dog bed or even a third option in terms of bunks. You've got USB-C right here next to the end of the dinette, so if somebody wants to work, great place to do it. And then in the bunks, you have USB-C in both bunks, as well as individual lights, individual curtains, and each gets their individual window. The bottom one being a emergency exit window. This will fold up, so a 50-50 split here. If on the road, if you were towing it, you want to bring some bikes, you could stash those away here. Great little ladder access. So, and bunks that are high enough, especially for younger kids, where they can actually use it as a platform to play, which I really like, because if they're smaller, they can kind of spread out the toys on a rainy day, and they're not going to be in your way, and they get a lot of area to play with. Love the fact that you have the secondary entrance here. So you've got direct road access to the bathroom, or if you're parked in the campground, just as useful, because again, people don't have to trip through the whole coach with maybe dirty feet to get to the bathroom here. So at least it contains some of the mess. Huge shower. Still contains the 4-speed fan here from Surveyor's Standard Legend series. I should mention too, we do have 100 watts of solar on the roof. You could double that if you find you are using that off-grid capability. So you could go up to 200 watts here on the same charge controller. We do have a tankless hot water heater, which is really great. If you've got a big group, you're going to be able to basically heat a lot of water quickly. We've got the plug in here as well, water pump switch for you. And then we've got water heater switch as well. So you've got some tank heaters here. And then we've got all of our individual tanks to check their levels, battery level, everything self-contained here. Again, nice 3-piece bath with that separate entrance, which is really, really handy with that bigger group. We'll take you outside here and show you some of the many amenities outside. Again, you're getting the same level of aluminum construction in the wall to lighten up the overall weight. And you get the use of Asdel inside that wall. So basically a composite that doesn't absorb water. So in terms of the outside look, it's going to look identical to that Grand Surveyor sidewall, that Legend sidewall. So you're getting that same level, which I love. So continuing that quality throughout. Huge storage capacity here in the front. You'll see some of that aluminum framing here right at the very front. So we come around, we've got a standard power jack here for you. 2 propane tanks. We do have a battery cutoff switch, so very handy. You can put that into the off mode if you're putting it into, say, storage. You've got that 100 watts of solar already on the roof, so that's going to trickle charge that 1 or 2 batteries that you may be carrying with you. A nice shaped front here to help cut the wind. And then I love the fact that the awning kind of goes right from the very front here just to the inside of the back door here. So you've got great coverage along the side, so you can have a huge kind of living area set up here. We are set up, if you're on the road, if you wanted to integrate a little shelf or even a barbecue that can hang off the side, they brought in propane here for you. So you've got something to tap into if you want to use a low pressure quick connect. And then we've got outside hot and cold water here with a little nozzle that's at the front. Got a black tank flush here as well. You'll notice steady steps on both sets of stairs. So if you got uneven terrain, you can quickly adjust both, which I love. They flip into the body, so you don't have to lubricate them. They don't rust. So again, things that you're not going to have to do in the future, not going to have to replace. We've got grab handles on both, so especially if you're dealing with little ones, you'll appreciate that they have something to grab onto as they go up and down. LED lights throughout the inside and the outside. 4 oversized jacks. This particular one we optioned with a backup camera. So it already has a backup camera on the back, so it's not just the pre-wire, it's the actual camera. And then you've got spare tire here located at the back. We do have a preset up for the Lippert proprietary ladder, which we keep in stock. So if the ladder is something you wish to have, we do keep them in stock. We've got an additional outside compartment for storage underneath the bottom bunk. And we've got the primary in for water here at the back. Cable and satellite, should you have it on site. You can see here our slide out will come out about 3.5 feet. It's going to run about 12 feet long here. And then at the very front, we're going to have our water location. So our dedicated spot to put water on board should you need it kind of on the road. And then easy access to our tankless hot water heater when it comes to things like winterization. And then a small output to, again, for smaller items if you're grabbing them from this side. And we come back in front, nice big high stone guard here coming up about 2 feet. We invite you out to Primo RV Center to come have a closer look at this brand new 27 camp. Just arrived here. Brand new model from Surveyor in their X Camp series.